Hi, this is my prediction of the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. It's the 13th of November today, Wednesday. I watched the open workouts yesterday, so I'll be going into that. And I'll give some other information and opinions of which I have about the fight and who could win and who could lose. So let's get... First of all, Tyson is looking really good. The shape he's in for his age, it's quite unreal, really. 58 years old. He's a year younger than me. And he still looks like an animal. Built like a brick shithouse. And still fast. Look how quick he is. Look how quick he's throwing in punches. Even for a youngster, that's quick. I know it's probably slower than he used to be, but it's not much slower. Now what the experts are saying and most people are saying is, will he be able to keep up the pace? Will he be able to keep throwing good, quick shots like that? Well, that's the question, isn't it? But with this particular training year, for an open workout, you don't normally see people throwing such hard shots and such quick, powerful shots as this. A lot of them just stand there, they don't even have a trainer, they're just putting their arms in the air. But he's having rests in between, and then he's throwing a few shots. But he's throwing good, hard shots and fast. He's showing his speed. And he's still got it. To me, this is good. Now then, what I'd like to say is that my opinion, because I've followed Mike Tyson, since he first appeared. Because I'd heard about him, and I watched the first fight live on TV. 19 years old, coming in. And I was just amazed. Straight away, I thought this, because I was 20, I just thought, he don't look 19. He looked like a real, proper man. About 25. The physique of his, to me, it's like unbelievable. And I was addicted to watching all his fights. There was a point in time where you just expecting him to knock him out. If he won in the first round, he'd be in the second. There's not many got past. Anyway, what I'm interested in with this fight, as he's only a year younger than me, is it possible for a 58-year-old to be able to match a 27-year-old physically in a fight? Are they, like it's impossible. Every expert I'm listening to, almost, is saying he's old. It's impossible. He's bound to get too tired. He's bound not to be able to keep throwing fast punches. He's bound to slow down. I'm thinking to myself, well, I used to be a cycle racer. I used to do a lot of cycle racing. And I used to do mountain bike racing and cyclocross. Now I stopped racing in my late 30s and I gave up. I had 15 years where I didn't cycle at all, probably. And when I got back into it in my 40s, late 40s, and starting back training again on the bike, mainly, my fitness wasn't so great, but all the skills, the off-road skills, for going downhill and for racing, mountain bike and cyclocross, you've got to be good at getting on and off the bike quick, jumping on and off the bike, speed of everything, speed of thought, cornering. There's loads of different parts going downhill in. But the point is, when I started back again, I was terrible at it. I felt like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? It took me a few months before I started to get back, picking up, but they came back much quicker than if I was a beginner, much quicker. And then I did a couple of years training, and then I wanted to start racing again, so I started cyclocross racing. And that was a shock to the system, obviously, at my age then, nearing 50. And took a few races, and I was picking it back up, and I was coming back to my old self again then. Where if I, like I say, if I was a beginner, I would not be nowhere near that level. Nowhere near. And then there's another thing. There was a 70-year-old racing cyclocross who was beating me when I started back. John, I remember his name now. But, and there was also a 64-year-old who was flying. And my first season, I could not beat the 70-odd-year-old John, and I couldn't beat him. Next season, then I was picking up, did more good training in the year. I started to beat him in a few races. I was beating him, and in the few races, then he was beating me. And then I got ahead of him, and he couldn't beat me after that. As I was improving, I never got my full fitness back. But this 60-odd-year-old, I could not beat him. He was about 64, I think, something crazy. But there are. This is what I'm coming to. There are the odd few. There are. 100%. The odd few people who defy logic when it comes to fitness. And there's one on the internet. His name is I Am Longevity. And he is 60. I might be 61 now. I think he's 60. And he's trained for sprinting, weight training, all his life, since he's 18, he says. And he started when he was very young. In his mind, it's not all about slow running and slow training. It's all about keeping up your fast, I think he calls them motors. He's got fast motors and fast twitch, basically, yeah. Fast motors. And he explains how you lose them when you get older. But if you use them, if you train them throughout your life, you can still regain much more. And he's explaining that as people are declining in age, the cardiac, your fitness capacity goes down in line with your fast twitch. Slow aerobic, you can keep going the slow twitch. So people slow down, they stop doing the fast twitch. So all his training is training fast speed. And it's all to do with fast spurts. And he's kept that, he's purposely done that all his life, just to keep these fast motors going. And when I look at Mike Tyson, I see he's done pretty much the same. He is up to do with speed. He's done it without concentrating, I'm doing this to keep my fast. He's just done it because he's into boxing. He wants to be the best boxer. But he's kept that fast speed. He may be one of these freaks, which I think he is. So anyway, let me just show you this I Am Longevity. I'll show you a little clip of him. Here he is, I Am Longevity. See it? I Am Longevity. Useful joints at 60. Let me get to the start thing. Right, here we go. This is just some crazy. That is difficult. It's difficult at any age, in 60. Okay? Now, after this, he's going to do some jumping. Just some crazy training he's been doing for many, many years. Here he goes. 60. So there are some freaks. Freaks of nature defying logic. There are. I've seen quite a few.
That would be like a cat.
So in my opinion, people are saying he's been out of the ring too long. Well, he only had to fight 4 years ago with Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. 4 years ago. And he won that fight, in my opinion. It should have been a draw. And he was given Roy Jones an easy time, a lot of people. Tyson v. Jones. November 28, 2020. So, you look at the boxing record of Roy Jones Jr. He went through a stage where he lost a few, then he did a lot of really good wins then. He had a winning streak like that, but that's what he was losing quite a few. There we go. Then he had a big winning streak towards the end of his career. His last proper fight, I'd say, was February 2018. There it is. Date. 8th of February 2018. Which he won. He came back and did some weird fight down in 2023. I don't know what that's about. 2023. But the point is, February 18, he was still fighting well, winning. November 2020, he has a fight with Tyson. So Tyson, first fight for I don't know how many years, 15 years or something, wasn't it? He did really well. He looked the better fighter. He's defying logic there. And he's the older man probably, isn't he? I haven't really looked at the age of... yeah, he's 3 years older. 3 years older. He's defying logic there. Okay, let's have another look at these. So just the speed of him here now. To me, he looks really good. Boom, boom, boom. Them punches are hard. He's come out with the open workout, and he isn't just tippy-tapping about. He's doing a proper open workout. I've seen a lot of fighters just have an easy time, do hardly anything, saving their energy for the fight. Well, he's gone out and he's gone for it, which is surprising. You know, he's not conserving his energy. Now they were saying he looks out of breath. I had a look at him, I don't see that. He's got his mouth closed. Has he got his mouth open? No. He hasn't even got his mouth open. He's not out of breath. The guy is not out of breath at all. He's come out, he's done a hard workout, and he doesn't look out of breath. He looks like he's had a proper workout, and he hasn't held back. He hasn't held back. This isn't, to me, someone tired who's trying to conserve his energy because he's overtrained too much in the training camp, so he can't do too much because he's trying to get himself in good form for the day, for the fight night. He seems like, no, I want to have a little quick workout there now and be ready. He's got a bit of a sweat on, but no way is he looking out of breath or knackered from that. He won't overdoing it. So, compare this now to Jake Paul. Just little tippy-tappy punches. He's come out conserving his energy far more than Tyson. And to me, he's having a lot more rests in between. Taking a lot more time in between his little tippy-tappy bouts. He's put on a lot of weight. He looks a lot heavier. I'm not sure if that's going to make him slower. But, I don't think there's any way you could look at them two and say one looks better than the other. He looks better. Not from this workout. I'd say Mike Tyson looked the most dangerous. He looked the most powerful shots, looked the most likely to hurt you. My opinion with this fight, which is the only problem Mike Tyson has, in my opinion, is his chin. I think Mike Tyson could take this guy out as long as he keeps out of the way of Jake Paul's most dangerous shot, that looping overhead, is it the right? The sledgehammer one he throws, the one that keeps knocking the people out. If Mike Tyson can avoid them, I'm not sure that's my problem with Mike Tyson's going to be his chin. If Jake Paul's going to win, sadly it will be from a knockout. And when I was following Mike Tyson, I followed him throughout his career, and I watched, sadly, the end when he lost his form. Nobody could hurt him. And all of a sudden, people were knocking him out. And I knew it was because he was doing the drug abuse. He was on the cocaine. He was become alcoholic. I don't know what. I knew he wasn't training right. He didn't look the same fighter. He'd been in a car crash, drunk, and there was all sorts of things happening with him. A couple of car crashes, wasn't it? But after that car crash, it's like as if he was getting knocked out. Like as if it had damaged, at the time I thought it's damaged his brain. So now he's easy to knock out. He'd lost his powers of recovery from when he was knocked, being hurt. He couldn't recover in the fight. But now I'm listening to him talking, and he's explaining he wasn't training right. He wasn't living the life that he should have been. That all the drugs and the alcohol did mess him up. And now he's off all that. He's given up the marijuana, which he smokes or whatever now, for this fight. He's given it all up. He's gone straight as an arrow. And he reckons he's in better shape than he was at the end of his reign back in 90s, was it? And he gave up. But, this is yet to be seen now, isn't it? We don't know. Time will tell, whatever, innit? But Jake Paul, I don't know if all that weight is going to really slow him down so much. It's going to be interesting. But that's my prediction anyway. So I will leave you with my prediction. My prediction is I'm going for Mike Tyson. He's the far superior boxer. Them skills, which he learnt since a youngster, 12 was it? And his own style of fighting, they're ingrained in him. 4 years ago, you seen how well he did against Roy Jones. Now he says he's a lot better than that. I say, let's listen to him. Now then, the only other problem he has with his age is I think I heard there's a test now he has to pass to do with the brain, because at his age the brain, it can be a lot of shrinkage of the brain and more chance of a brain hemorrhage during a fight, the blood vessels or something to do with the shrinkage, and they're doing a scan of the brain, which he's got to pass. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that he passes that and the fight goes ahead. And like I say, the only worry is if he gets caught with one of them sledgehammers of Paul, because Jake Paul is quite good at them shots. Yeah, he's got a lethal little shot in him. And I don't want to see Mike Tyson knocked out. It's the last thing I want to see. But I'm hoping. I keep my fingers crossed, and I do believe he's going to be more superior fighting, and he's going to be able to hit Jake Paul more than Tommy Fury did. And if his energy is good, if he is one of them outliers, one of these freaks of natures, that's what I'm hoping, because he's my age group. You're only a year different, so I'm really praying and hoping now. Come on, Mike Tyson, you can do it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinion is. So many people doing their predictions are saying he's old, and so many saying the fight shouldn't be taking place. They've already put the gloves to 14 ounces. He is showing in that workout there a lot of skill on show. That wasn't just like a little flurry on the bag. We saw him in the ring here, lots of little flurries, back and forth, back and forth. Now he can do that in a fight. He could throw a flurry of punches. He could throw 4 shots off, bang, 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 move back a bit, dodge Jake Paul for a while, recover, bang, 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 do another 4, flurry, jump in, and he does still jump in like a cat. I saw how easy Tommy Fury was hitting Jake Paul. Check the Tommy Fury fight out. I saw how easy he was hitting him for fun. Now, if Tyson's a better boxer than Tommy Fury, Tyson should be able to pounce on him, bang, 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 pounce back out like a cat, in, out, dodge him for a while, recover from your 4-punch flurry or 6-punch flurry, whatever he's capable of doing, then bang, pounce back in, bang, bang, bang. He could be hitting him for fun all over the ring if he uses his brain. So that's what I'm hoping for. Come on, Mike Tyson, you can do it. Shut up, Skylar. My dog's nagging me for food. Right, so there we are. It should be exciting. I can't wait for it. And I can't wait for the Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor as well. I hope Serrano wins that one. I think she should do it. Because to me, Taylor is more on the decline from what I've seen of them both fighting their latest fights. So I'm hoping Serrano for the win there. It's going to be a great night. 4 a.m. in the morning for us in Great Britain and 3 a.m. for the Serrano fight.
My objective is an ambitious one, to reach the remarkable age of 120. I want to clarify that I am not asserting, I'm not claiming that it's automatic success in this great endeavor. Rather, I acknowledge the considerable challenges it presents. To achieve this goal, I formulated a comprehensive plan that revolves around exercise, then nutrition, and the cultivation of a high health-conscious lifestyle. In contrast to prevailing trends among longevity influencers and experts, who often emphasize supplements and monitoring their biological age, I choose a more grounded approach. While biological age is rooted in scientific theory, it's important to recognize that it's not an established fact. Unfortunately, there's a tendency for many to misconstrue biological age as an indisputable scientific benchmark.
He's talking a bit complex here, but basically it's keeping the fast twitch going. Strength, fast twitch, joints, keep your joints good. Joints in good condition, speed of movement. And very interesting channel.
Muscle mass, agility, dexterity, reflexes, speed. With a strong commitment, I dedicate substantial effort to preserving all these factors in a state reminiscent of youthfulness as I progress in age.
So there we are. Cool guy, man.